Hello, thank you for joining me. It's Thursday the 16th of November and I have a tarot card reading for you. So I'm going to pick 2 cards in a minute, which I hope will help and guide you today. If they do, please let me know. It's always lovely to hear. Right, what have we got today? Had a bit of a week of the cups and here they are again. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. How are you filling your cup today? Is it overflowing with emotions, or are you feeling just, I don't know, we're really having a very emotional week. We've had cups pretty much, well, every day. If you haven't seen them, please do go back and have a look. What I love about this particular cup, can you see underneath the cup, we've got the dragonfly. It's kind of camouflaged within the cup. And I always think dragonflies are a beautiful, beautiful addition to any card, really. So if that is resonating with you, if you've seen a dragonfly, if you love the symbolism of dragonflies, then maybe that's a second message for you today. Right, I hesitated before getting this second card out because it's the 10 of Swords and not everybody likes this card. This particular pack is certainly not a great picture, is it? You've got this poor lady, she's got a rose in her hand, she's got swords in her back. It's a very bleak, cold scene. And you've got this crow here looking on. And do you know what? I always feel like, I feel like today that crow, again, a bit like the dragonfly, is very significant. We've got our spirit animal cards tomorrow. Maybe we'll see them again. Come back and have a look. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is we have all week been getting this message about ending a particular way of being emotionally so we can have a more fulfilling life. We had the Ace of Wands a couple of days ago. So we had the Ace again, that idea of new starts, new beginnings. Okay, so we were talking yesterday about what emotions are you going to have. You've got a choice. You can be joyful, you can be sad. Sometimes you just have to sit with it and allow it to pass. But sometimes we can actually find a way to decide not to feel a certain way, not to let things get to us. I think, I'm not saying we have to go through every day happy and cheerful and skipping along, singing. Life is not a musical, is it? But, it's fine to feel sad. It's fine to feel grief. But what you don't want is that put upon you and letting other people dictate what your emotions are, or, letting them get into your brains, which kickstarts your emotions. I think that's pretty much the message that we've had all week. So I do feel like today, this 10 of Swords is going to be a bit of a test. Have you taken that on board? Is this going to be the day where you really do have to make a very strong decision of what you leave behind in order to move forward to a better future for yourself? And 2024, we're coming to at the end of the year. I know we've got a few weeks left, but it is time when we start reflecting and thinking about what we want for ourselves in the months ahead to come. Okay, now this crow here, the dragonfly is very much camouflaged. I feel like that's a message of our kind of intuition. We can't see it, but we kind of know it's there. We've just got to look for it. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit hidden and camouflaged, but it is there. The crow is standing out. And for me, I feel like this is almost an out-of-body experience when you see yourself from a point of view. So imagine that the crow is you. This is also you, and you're looking at yourself in a very different way, and you can be thinking to yourself, what on earth am I doing? What on earth am I doing behaving like this? Why am I reacting? Why am I letting this person dictate my life? Why am I getting so hurt? What is the real meaning between why I'm getting hurt? Sometimes we can react in certain ways to situations, and it can be because as a child we never quite dealt with something and it's kind of dragged through into our adulthood. So I feel like this crow is the spark within us that has learnt to realise that actually there are parts of how we behave that need to change. But, you know, that's good, isn't it? I feel like, I know there's no snake in this, but it's like a snake shedding its skin. It's having to come out and it's having to grow. And what I really love about this is, again, we've got this 10, which is the end of a cycle, and the ace, which is a beginning. So it seems like there's going to be a very quick transition. Once we finally get this, there's going to be a very quick transition from one to the other. Okay? And again, you know, there are going to be emotions involved in that. If you are starting to plan new things in your life or a new way to be, it does mean that you are letting go of some old ways of life and old ways of being. And that does need a little moment to kind of reflect. But I love the fact that this crow can literally, you know, he's got his wings, he can just fly and aim a bit higher than perhaps we have been up to now. Okay, so what I'm also really drawn to in this picture is the beautiful light that is coming off of these swords. Yeah, it's like a combination of things. Sometimes it's like, you know, when two negatives make a positive. If there's something in your life that hasn't quite worked out, or a couple of things that you're realizing you need to change, then that little white spark there is giving us that intuitive message again that that's the right thing to do. So there we are. Now, I will say, this is obviously Scorpio season. We do tend to get some really heavy energies in this Scorpio season, but we are moving to the end of that. So it's a very reflective season. It is, you know, I've been talking to just, I don't know, colleagues at work and friends and family, and everybody seems to be having a little mini trauma of their own. There's a lot of people I know who are having hospital visits, or family members that are poorly, or yeah, just a little bit of chaos in their lives. So I do feel like Scorpio is the season to thrust upon us things that are kind of make or break, or, you know, real transformational energies of like, well, I need to shift my life now because this has happened. So yeah, if you are feeling that, you are not alone. There's lots and lots of energies, I think, out there that are, that seem to be reflecting the theme of the season. But we're moving towards the fun Sagittarius season soon. So hang on in there. If you're feeling like this, or, you know, slightly over emotional, if your emotions are pouring out all over the place, just know it's temporary, and we're moving into a jollier season coming up. No disrespect to any Scorpios there. I'm sure you didn't. I'm sure you weren't offended. Okay, have a wonderful day. Like I say, I'll be back again tomorrow with the Spirit Animal Tarot cards. So please do come and have a look and see what message they bring. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.